Proper stage is keeping out of this the time trial. It was a lot of attacks. It took a lot for the breaker to be established. All the climbs were approach full gas, so I think there is a lot of tired legs in the peloton. So today, having just 3 riders up front is going to be the best approach possible for the peloton. So more than one person going to be pleased with just 3 riders up front, which in fact we could. For Sam Bennett, which in fact with the Norwegian he has the likes of a very good rider.
Here we go over the first categorised climb of the day, and as expected, Manuele Tarozzi picks up those 9 points to move him into 3rd place for now in the general classification. Tarozzi completely caught unawares by that, and around the corner they go. Tarozzi can't win. Epis can potentially. There's the line. Can he get in the slipstream and come round Pietrobon? Pietrobon, I think, has got enough still there. Has he, just to hold Epis off? Going to be a close sprint for the line, but Pietrobon ahead of Epis, with Tarozzi totally caught out.
Yeah, probably Tarozzi decided to just pursue. The last image we got from the helicopter was not really off the front. It was roughly about 40th position. You know,
he may decide it's not worth it, not worth the fight.
As well. And sometimes, like the politeness sparks, you know, in the peloton, and if they see he want to rejoin the front of the peloton, they might let him go. And but as you mentioned, it's just 1 point. I don't think it will be too worried or too disappointed if he can.
Wind has actually died down. Oh. Trouble there for Juan Ayuso at a moment when it was slightly accelerating then. So Ayuso needing a bike change, and they'll have to send UAE Team Emirates, I would have thought, unless he can just do it on his own in the bumpers of the car, they might well send a rider or two, maybe Jay Vine or Brandon McNulty, someone like that, or Baroncini, to bring Juan Ayuso back safely with the minimum of stress into the peloton. Much faster sprint than him, and Tarozzi is effectively leading out the much bigger man. He's going to take Epis with him. Tarozzi doesn't even bother trying to compete. Pietrobon, he's got to try and hold off Epis all the way to the line. Epis, though, alongside him. Pietrobon having to dig really deep here, and Epis is going to roll him here. So Epis takes the sprint ahead of Pietrobon, with Tarozzi in 3rd place on this occasion.
They give it all the energy left in the tank for the rider, because they are aware that the peloton is coming back very close, and so they know this is going to be probably the last.
There's Pietrobon, so he is going to take he's going to utilise the 6 bonus seconds and take the cash prize of 2,500 euros. But it looked like Kim Heiduk is still just about there in 2nd place, and Isaac Del Toro is going to sprint the Maglia Rosa for 3rd place, and he eases up, and he's going to cruise over the line and take another casual time bonus ahead of Eduardo Zan. Egan Bernal perfectly placed now.
There it is. So the next lap, as you see, the corner is going to be
the other direction.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, those barriers that you can see in the distance, they'll be removed and they'll come from the other side next time around. But this is the finishing straight, so they're having a good look at the last 350 metres. And Pietrobon might make it to the line as the first rider, but he might be caught before then. There's no intermediate sprint here, it's just out onto the circuit. Pietrobon takes them through with Ineos Grenadiers then jostling for position. Celebrity Visit Malta have Giovanni Lonardi still there as they pass under 1 kilometre to go now.
It's the perfect position for Olaf Koy as he has Wout van Aert in front of him, Karen Gross, Cedar right behind him, Casper Van Ouders, Matt Perez, and then there is also Max Kanter and Milan Fretin.
So Wout van Aert is going to have to do an enormous lead out and take them into this corner. Koy needs to be perfectly placed. Alpecin-Deceuninck have only Caden Groves back in the mix. Those grey jerseys have dissolved. Paul Magnier is there. Josh Tarling is there. Ben Turner is there. Mads Pedersen, Milan Fretin, Max Kanter as they take the turn now. Sam Bennett a little bit out of position with work to do. He's in around about 10th place alongside Matteo Moschetti, and still Van Aert on the front. What a lead out this is. Koy on his wheel. Still Van Aert. 200 metres to go, and Koy is almost dropped off the wheel of Van Aert. Now then, Van Uden opens up his sprint. It's Caden Gross down the middle, Mads Pedersen. Can Koy come off the wheel of Van Uden? Van Uden to the line. Van Uden doubles up. Oh, it's Koy though. Koy at the very last gets the win.
Olaf, last year you waited for stage 9 to win a stage. This year it's in the second half of the Giro. Your last win was at Tirreno Adriatico. Is it a relief?
Yeah, I mean, it is. We were waiting for this one, or I was waiting. I mean, we grew into the race also as a team with Simon being in a good position, Wout taking that stage win. And then the other two sprint, didn't all went right. So really happy that today we could do it.
You have just watched the replay. Do you think Wout van Aert won a prize today for the longest lead out?
Yeah, I think so. Only he can do it. So to have him support here is it's extraordinary. I really need to thank him, and also the rest of the team. I mean, they did a fantastic job. So thanks to them.
Is it because of the last curve that you had to be ahead early?
Sorry?
You had to be ahead quite early. Is it because there was a curve in the last kilometer?
Yeah, for sure. You don't want to be too far in that corner. So that's why we maybe also had to go a bit earlier than we wanted. But I could jump on the wheel of Casper and then pass him. You
passed Casper, but Casper beat you last week. Have you been afraid to lose again?
I mean, there's a lot of good competition, so you need to beat them all, and that's what we did today.
Hungry for more?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we try to race our best every day and aim for wins and good GC with Simon. So we're definitely not done yet.
Proficiat.
Thank you.
All of those, they lost position except for Carapaz probably and Derek G. Probably they were the two riders that were not involved in the group.
Well, let's not take our attention away from the stage who gets himself that very important win for Visma Lease Bike and for his own career, the 23-year-old, the winner of a stage at Tirreno Adriatico. That was his last victory back in March on Italian soil, and he also took a stage earlier on this year, 2 stages in fact, at the Tour of Oman. So this is win number 4 in 2025 for Olaf Koy, which is it's a good number, and 2 of those as well at World Tour level.
He was injured before the Giro d'Italia. He resumed racing only on the road of this very Giro d'Italia. Last race for it was Gent-Wevelgem. And so was off racing for almost 40 days. So a long time with no racing, and I think he's finding his best legs now. And let's not forget, for sprinters, and Casper Van Ouders I think is the perfect example. They boost themselves when they get results, and this might be the very first one of many for Olaf Koy.
4 is a big number in modern sprinting. Gone are the days where you'd have one dominant sprinter who'd maybe win 10 or 15, 20 races a year, that sort of thing. That's not happening anymore. The top sprinters, as we've seen actually at this Giro d'Italia, they share out the victories. There's no one sprinter, really, who seems to be capable of dominating in the modern era, Philipsen and Merlier.
Yeah, it's a very fine sprinter. Today it's another proof of today. So we see again how is very capable Dutch sprinters. That's again the first. We call it a proper sprint. It was a full podium of Dutch sprinters, and today first and second once again. As we are with the ceremony for the GC with very smiling finally on the podium. Probably found himself now to be in the right place. He's getting used to wearing the jersey. As today he rode again perfectly. Yet to be seen if the provisional standing we saw, so if he lost any time according to the classman, to Carapaz, but in the chances he had today to extend his lead, again 2 seconds in the Red Bull kilometer. So once again, a very active and present Isaac Del Toro.
Yep, I was very impressed with the work done for him today, especially in the final by Filippo Baroncini. The one time that Isaac Del Toro had seemed to lose his position a little bit, Baroncini brought him back up close towards the front.